in the aspect of the storyline or even Deacon, the character himself. I see a lot of people just like to throw out the negatives first before pointing out the positives, which are what
Mm-hmm.
are crucial to the game itself. Um, Now, for the negative aspects of the game, yes, you have a lot of glitches that are apparent for some people that they're having the same effect to a certain extent that there are other people that are actually not being able to play the game properly due to those glitches, or at
Mm-hmm.
times you get some frame skips or frame stutters. You go around certain areas in the map. There was one actual person on Twitter that I saw that they posted that they couldn't get into a certain cave area for the horde, and they were stuck practically in the map. And the rendering for the trees was actually ultra pixelated to the point that it looked like it was a game from Minecraft.
No, okay.
So, as far as the game is concerned, the overall aspect on my behalf, with my experience on my base PS4, I have
Mm-hmm.
had only frames and stutter skips. That's it. That's the
Okay,
only thing
okay.
I have.
For sure, for
As
sure. That's
far
not
as
good.
everything else that everybody has been experiencing, I have not
Mm-hmm.
experienced it yet. And mind you, I'm already up to the lake resort storyline. I'm
Okay.
just recently before I got to work, I was taking care of the Ripper camps up in the hot up in Copeland's area.
Well,
So I
let me
got
cut you out there for a bit because it's kind of going into
Mhm.
spoiler territory for a lot of people. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This is RGT episode 59. How you guys doing? Welcome. Good to see you guys. It's been a minute, I know, but man, it definitely feels good to be back home. Without further ado, go ahead, sit back, relax, hit that like button, share it around. Let's reach more gamers. Thank you guys again for showing up. We do appreciate y'all. Let's have a good show. Let's have some fun. Shout out to Lou in the chat, S69 or SS9. I'm sorry. I said 69, SS9. Who else is in
Bajito.
here? Players United, what's going on? Kelly, Trey, Sean. I said what's up to Don. What's going on? Sarah's the Great. James Thomas, Lay, what's going on? Spirit, what's going on? How y'all doing? Pef, what up, brother? What's up, Blackbeard? I see you. Jason Elliott. I miss anybody?
I
Zool.
think
I see Zools. Zools Yak. That's another one. What's up, Zools Yak?
Zolziak. Oh, Tony Briscoe. What's up? Players United Gaming. What's up? Craig Harris. Yo, because I know you already in here.
Oh, he
SS9.
self-joined. What's up, Craig?
Vegeta.
Hey,
Trey BK. Everybody.
Well,
Sean Benjamin. Everybody that's in the chat right now. Welcome.
yep, welcome. What's going on there, Craig? How you doing, brother?
well, I can't complain. Sleepy, but driving through.
Oh, you still emotionally drained from Endgame, I see, huh?
Oh yeah, it was a nice payoff for us folk. very very happy about it, and just worked last night. Didn't get no sleep, so
Yeah.
Oh, man.
just gonna hit it hard tonight. So,
Yeah, or tomorrow? Or you going relaxed this Friday?
oh, I'm off tomorrow, and
Oh, so you gonna relax
I'll
after
be
this?
yeah. It's Derby day, so I'll be doing some stuff outside, weather permitting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's Derby day in my state. So
Mm.
um, everybody does a Derby party or two or three. So
Alrighty, okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
yeah.
So let's swarm everybody up here with a interesting topic. I'm just gonna go with one of the topics in our headlines. All right, Sonic. You guys heard about the Sonic trailer? You guys saw the official trailer? Who saw the official Sonic trailer? Who saw
I
it?
did. I
Okay,
did, bro.
now you saw it. Did you see it,
Yeah.
Daddy Crick? The official Sonic
I
trailer?
did. It was like trash.
Yeah, pretty
So,
much.
to everybody in the chat, if you guys saw the trailer, put a 1 in the chat if you thought it was acceptable for a Sonic movie. Put a 2 if you thought it was garbage. Go right ahead. Let's see what you guys thought about that trailer. Because, well, gamers, we as gamers made a difference, and it's pretty interesting.
hmm
It is very,
Pretty
very
much.
interesting.
We
As
got a two by Jason Elliott, two by Pef.
yeah,
Patient two, Jason Elliott again, another 2-2. DeJourn Kelly said it was trash. Blackbeard, dog shit. Let me see. Rat Face Sonic by Darren Slaughter.
Gotcha, gotcha.
DJ Show, another two, a three by Roman Knight, which means it was
So a 3
pretty
must
bad.
be like the epitome of garbage if it's a 3. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Wow.
Robert Osborne, another two. It murdered my childhood memories. Solly Sack, okay.
Well,
That did seem-
well,
That's a good
according to
one.
this right here, the actual director, he came out and he addressed the criticism. Now, first of all, again, he tried a little too hard to try and change something that was completely different, right? And make it into the iconic characters like Dr. Eggman, for example, with Jim Carrey. It just didn't look right. With Sonic, what he's going to be doing, he's going to be going back to the drawing board and fixing it and making it more like the actual, the animated version. That's what he's going to be doing. The question of the day I have for you guys is this: will you guys even care to go watch it after they change this?
I'll take it into consideration.
Yeah.
You'll
I
take
don't
into
know.
consideration? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, at the end of the day, does that really
Consideration.
change your perspective in terms of like, hey, I want to go see this? Like, this is a priority on my list right now. You guys even want to go see it?
Well, I mean, I'll say this: the Detective Pikachu, the first trailer, that looked like hot garbage too. The second one really saved it. So maybe that happens with this Sonic, but I don't know what the hell Sega's thinking. I mean, I don't know who's in charge of this project, but that's not a good start for them at all. So,
yeah, I was shocked that he talked. I wasn't expecting him to talk like a human. The Pikachu one. I wasn't expecting that. I would just thought,
right. That second trailer when it was in that cage, that fight arena, and it curled up and started saying "Pika Pika," I actually busted out laughing. I really laughed at that. So and he said, "You got to get me the hell out of here, man." That was funny. I mean, it was funny. I mean, the movie itself, and I saw it, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to do a review on it next week." But that was funny. I mean, it actually surprised me. So
my son is actually ecstatically waiting to play. I'm not even to even watch the movie and to also play the new Pokemon game that's coming to the Switch.
Oh, look who graces with his presence. What's going on, Fox? How you doing, brother? I see you.
Hey, how's it going? Good?
What's going on? You on that Days Gone? I see.
Man, I haven't played Days Gone for days.
Oh, wow. You on that Switch then? You jump back to the Switch.
No, I haven't been playing any games, man.
Oh, okay. I thought you
I've
were
been too busy.
Yeah. Well,
I've
good
been
to
out
see
and
you, my
about,
brother.
man.
Yeah, definitely. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. How you doing, though? Everything good?
No, not really. I've had a shit day, but I mean, we won't let that impact the podcast. We'll just carry on.
Oh man, sorry about that.
Don't worry, we'll cheer you up, Sean. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're gonna cheer him up today. Let's talk about something interesting. Did you see the Sonic trailer for the movie?
Yeah, it's horrific.
Yeah, well,
my daughter is not difficult to please when it comes to characters on, kids' characters, so she can't stand it. She said it looks like. She said it doesn't look friendly at all. It's not nice. It doesn't look good. Even when he smiles, it looks menacing.
Well, the director came out and addressed the criticism, and he actually basically said that he's going back to the drawing board and fixing the character look. He's going to go back to the classic look and everything.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the Chucky version of Sonic.
Yeah, you see, the thing about Chucky, I actually still want to see that movie. I don't know about you guys in the chat, guys are joining us, but I actually still want to see the movie. I'm still looking forward to that movie, but I kind of agree with you there. It does look weird the way they're going about it, with that one.
They just can't do Sonic right. It seems they just can't get it right. Sonic has had so many misfires. It's a joke.
Yeah, I can definitely see.
How can you get such a simple spiked porcupine wrong? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like a hedgehog crossing the road. Yeah, porcupine in it. It's like a hedgehog.
They just try to make it too realistic. I think they went for a realistic look for Sonic, and it wasn't executed the right way.
What happens to hedgehogs when they cross a busy street? That's what it looks like they did to Sonic for this movie.
Look like run over. Like roadkill.
He got some road rage.
Oh God, that thing.
I like Jim Carrey though, so he might save the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll put in his
Well,
best.
he's going back to the drawing board. He's going to be fixing it. And I already asked these guys and everybody in the chat, will they go see it after they fix it to the classic look? So I guess I'll ask you, would you take your daughter to see this after they go to the traditional look for the movie?
Look, I'll take her to see whatever's of her age limit legally, whatever she wants to see. I'm not there to enjoy it. I'm there to spend time with her. I don't like any of these kids' movies. I'm too old for that. But I play along because that's what you do with your kid.
So I'm pretty sure you're gonna take her to see The Lion King for sure, right?
Oh, we you know what? She's been everywhere. She's been to operas.
Mm-hmm.
I take her to everything. She does ballet. I take her to operas because I want her to have a human experience, not a black experience, not a white experience, a human experience. So that means everything.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I don't want her to be. I don't want her to have a mind that is so gentrified. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Of her environment. I don't want her to have a mind of her environment. Your mind is much bigger than your environment. So if you think the hood is all you have, then that's all you have, because that's in your mind. That's not the truth, though. You can be bigger than the hood. You can be, you know what I'm saying? You can come from rags and go to riches if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's all to do with what your mindset is. So I don't want her to think because she lives in a certain place, whether it's a nice place or a bad place, that is the product of her environment, because she's not.
You don't want to.
No, she can do anything she wants. Karate. She could be a mechanic. If she wants to be a mechanic, if she's serious and wants to be the best mechanic in the world, I'll support her.
Absolutely, I appreciate that. I can support that for sure. Understandable. Let's get into some gaming topics, right, guys? Let's start this off. Shout out to Nancy. She probably won't be able to make it tonight, so she'll be running late. So shout out to Nancy. But it's all good. Sure, I know she's with us in spirit. We all filmed in the day here. Let's get into this massive one right here. I know everybody's going crazy about this because the rumor actually surfaced on the web. So I'm definitely looking forward to this if this is true. But according to this, the rumor is that Microsoft might actually acquire Crytek, and they're going to get Rise Son of Rome Part 2 for the new Xbox.
Great. I mean, that's fine. It's I have no problem with that. The more games they get, the more go to PC, and I'll be able to run it stronger and faster.
Okay. What you think, Fox, about this whole thing?
I tweeted like early last week about this. I've been hearing whispers about Rise for a long time, so I don't know what to take seriously anymore. I mean, you know, if it does happen, then I'll be happy, because I think there's a lot of potential in Rise, and it's a shame for it to just be dormant. You know, I think there's a lot you can do with the Roman theme. You know,
yeah.
Well, if they're getting Rise Son of Rome 2, then that means that like anything's possible at this rate, right? If we're getting a Rise Son of Rome sequel, then that should mean that we can possibly get a Order 1886 sequel.
Well, not really, because the two aren't intertwined.
I'm saying, like, hypothetically, just
I mean, Sony's not going to say, "Oh, Microsoft's decided to resurrect that, so why don't we resurrect this?" I don't know if it's going to work that way, but theoretically, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
But the reality is very different, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we'll never get anything right. I'm not saying we'll never get either title at some point in the future. I'm just saying probably best to forget about it until it happens.
Yeah.
Because you may be old before you strike gold.
We got some other news here. This actually pretty much shocked us all when we heard this. I saw this on Twitter and I was actually blown away by this. But yes, Impatient Fire is on point. Yes, it is true. Peter Mayhew has actually died. Chewie.
Oh, Chewbacca.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he passed away.
He died. So
what a shame.
Yeah.
He had a good life. He had a good life.
He actually did. He really, really did.
And he lived long for a tall man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Tall people don't live that long, you know. They always end up with
that super tall guy who was the native. I don't know if you saw that movie. It's called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You remember that old classic movie?
Yeah. They have bone problems. They get problems in their back and their neck. They end up like a cripple. because they're always having to kneel. They're always having to bow their head when they enter people's buildings.
Yeah,
because they'll take out your whole door structure because they're so tall.
Yeah.
And they get the health problems also go with like their back. Because I remember, wasn't there I forgot his name, but he was in a few movies I used to watch with Rob Zombie. He's the guy who played Tiny in House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't know if you guys
The bald guy.
Yeah, the tall guy.
Yeah, he's famous for being an absolute psychopath in those movies.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like
he was in the Bubble Boy too of
he did a recent one as well, like 10-15 years ago. It was a family going around killing people.
Yeah, that's what he was. It was the Devil's Rejects.
The Devil's Reed, that guy, you mean?
Yeah.
With a mustache, right? And a bald head.
Yeah, he was a bald.
And he looks unwashed, like he works in a greasy calf.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
That's him, right? Yeah, he passed away too a long time ago. So
I see people who are dwarfs, like people who are born as dwarfs.
Dwarfism.
Yeah, like Game of Thrones, the actor there, Peter Dinklage, and people like him. And what's the other movie?
Austin Powers,
Troy Vern,
Vern Troyer,
or Vern Troy, whatever his name was. Bless him. Gary Coleman, all these people that are like abnormally small or abnormally tall, they always end up with health problems.
Yeah.
Because what is not natural has adverse effects. As you get older, you get problems.
Yeah.
Because you're an anomaly. Special in a good way.
Wasn't well, I know he still has a YouTube channel too for Vern Troyer. If you guys want to see, more work of Vern Troyer, whether it be like live streams or like that, he did a lot of stuff on his YouTube channel. It's called Vern Troyer. I'm still subscribed to it, but it's
I watch it once in a while just to reminisce on the days of Austin Powers and his other films that he did as well.
Yeah, there was rumors that there was going to be another Austin Powers 4, but to tell you the truth, I don't think they'll go through with it.
I agree.
It's really weird. So we covered the Crytek situation. I guess everybody's looking at that the same way. Like, sure, whatever.
I think people got to really realize that. Is that it's over. The generation's over. So, and the news that I got today when I went out with a really good friend of mine that works in the, he's a manager, he's district manager at a GameStop in my area. That news it blew me away. I mean, he told me 3 bombshells, and because they've already met and talked with Microsoft about what they're doing this year, and so I couldn't believe what I was told. I literally was like, "Are you serious? That's going to happen?" He said, and he just put it on percentages: a 40% chance of this, 80% chance of that, 20% chance of this. So it's just like Jesus. So it's over. It's all over. But like I said, I got me a big old glass of lemonade when I came home. I'm like, well, this is done.
This is for Days Gone right here. You guys are into the drama surrounding this game. Everybody just has a crazy opinion on this game.
And again, real fast, I don't know why there's drama. If you like it, that's all that matters. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. I've said before that that studio should not have released review copies until they at least had a patch in it, or they should have caveated it, or they should have held it till today. I mean, instead they get swamped by Avengers.
Quality control was the problem here. It was quality control.
Well, that's fine, but they could have held that game for another 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The quality control was the problem on their half. They didn't
but the game's successful.
Go through.
Yeah, the game's successful. It got a real high rating as far as the users. It's close to 8 out of 10 really like it. So it's just a move on issue. I just I've never understood why. I don't understand if I like something, I don't care what a reviewer says. The same Metacritic has Avengers Endgame at a 78, and Avengers Endgame made it made a $1.2 billion in 72 hours.
Is that 1.6 or 7 now? It's
gonna be $2 billion this weekend. So and Metacritic, same Metacritic has it at a 78. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 95. And Cinema Score has it as an A+. So everybody has different views,
Question of the day: do you think it will beat Avatar?
Avengers? No. I think it takes down Titanic. I think it will take down Titanic. Yeah, but I don't think it's getting close to Avatar.
Avatar, what, peaked at 2.7 billion?
Yeah, rough almost 2.8. And again, that thing was in the theater for at least 5 months. So, because people kept going back to see it because they thought that world was real.
Yeah, because this one IMAX was a thing, and they first introduced IMAX and the 3D glasses, right?
3D and glasses, yeah. That's why you got 3D TVs. It started a craze. It helped sell Blu-ray players. It started the 3D blitz. That's why we had all those 3D TVs at our local friendly stores. You get with 2 to 4 packs of 3D glasses, and didn't last. It did not last. But
right.
Yeah, no, I just don't think it catches Avatar. But who knows? Who knows? It may wake up in. I mean, it's already at $2 billion, pretty much. I mean, it's crazy. Definitely. In 9 days, I want people to really understand how crazy that number is after 9 days.
I mean, again, you think about it. I think Jay Frangerelli said the best. It's basically our generation Star Wars, basically.
Yeah, and I don't disagree. Our
generation Star Wars.
Yeah.
What's going on, Fatal Mephisto? I see you. What's going on, bro?
Yeah.
So according to this right here, Days Gone is the biggest physical release it is the biggest physical sales launch of the year in the UK. It beats Mortal Kombat. So,
and that was available on 3 platforms, right? Mortal Kombat,
and that was in the UK, by the way, too. So,
okay, well, yeah, there you go. I mean, it's a success.
It's doing well. It's doing well.
Yeah, and is it good enough to get a sequel? From what the people that I trust have said, yes, it's good enough to get a sequel. So that's what you want—a solid foundation.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Again, it's up in the air whether that will happen, if it will get a sequel.
That's true too. We'll have to wait.
Yeah. What you think about that, Fox? About it doing well sales wise? Did there? He probably stepped away from the mic. Craig, Carlos, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What you think about the sales of that? How it did?
I mean, it didn't surprise me by much. I knew that there were going to be some people that were actually going to support the game, regardless of the fact they wanted to experience the game at hand before basing it on Metacritic scores and all this other jazz that people are constantly raving about on Twitter and making it seem that just because it scored an average rating that it's a bad game, and it's not. There's a lot of games that have been average and compel people to play them regardless of the score. It's just a learning experience for Sony Bend. Now they have the criticism to build upon it and to also improve upon the performance of the game, because that is I think that is one of the main reasons why it's not doing so great performance-wise. You have a lot of glitches, a lot of screen tearing at times, a lot of artifacting issues within the game as well. So it's like, okay, these are the small things that could have been, patched up, or even if they had to postpone the game a little bit longer for development, they could have done it. They had plenty of time to do it. But the show had to go on and they had to release it. They already had a set date. That's understandable in that case. Now, comparing it to other releases for other platforms, you could really not use too much emphasis on those other games. Oh man.
Yeah, you're buying it. I try to see if it will fix. Usually it would normally fix, but I was buying now. Okay, well, so basically, you compare it to the other games, you're saying that it's better to those because the others are in 60s, as you were going to say. What are you about to say?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, definitely. Let's move on to another one. Ironically, we were playing this not too long ago, but that's if people even care about this. But Activision said they're going to announce the new Call of Duty at the end of June. Do anybody care in this chat?
I didn't play what was the last one?
The last one was.
I didn't play that one.
Black Ops 4. That
Nah,
piece of garbage.
Was it Black Ops?
I thought they had a World War II one in there somewhere.
No, yeah,
World War II. Yeah, that was
before. That was after Black Ops stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I certainly I'm excited for it. It's another modern warfare type game because I did enjoy the first Modern Warfare. So I just have to wait and see see what I think about it. So, but I like those games with the, you put on the night vision goggles and stuff like that, and go in and shoot things down and call in the B2.
What's up, Blue Rizome? What's going on, brother? I was playing Carlos, and what was you playing? Resident? What was it? What was it? Modern Warfare Remastered? Was that what it?
Yeah, we was quick scoping each other.
Yeah. It's funny because that's like the only time you get fun out of Call of Duty to me now. It's like when you play with friends. I don't get that same kind of rush that I used to, when you play it, you just want to play against people. I don't know, it's just me. I just changed. But that's coming in June. So if you guys are hyped for Call of Duty, there you guys go. It will be announced in June. Odds are it could be Modern Warfare 4, but again,
or odds it could be another Battle Royale crapola like they have with Black Ops 4. And if that happens,
I'm not sure they're going to continue with battle. Well, they could. They made a whole lot of money with the last one, and they didn't even have a single player. So
yeah,
that's the only thing that's like saving them from going down. But at the same time, like I want a complete Call of Duty game, bro. I love the storyline. What's up, Blue Rising? I want a complete series with a complete story where we can go back and just enjoy looking at the sequence actions that you go through within the Call of Duty franchise. Like Modern Warfare 2 has so many great moments that you could still to this day remember every single part for each time that you went back and played it. Like you remember, okay, Soap McTavish did this, or this is where this part happened.
Sorry about that, man. My brother rang me, man.
Oh, you good, bro? You good? But that's old. That's old school. We going old school with that. Like a lot of people don't even remember Ghost. A lot of people don't remember those classic.
Even the first ones that came out for the Xbox 360. That Call of Duty, even if it was based on.
Oh damn, you buying out again? Damn, bro.
You sound like you're making calls from India.
Yeah, my bad.
Hey, it'll fix it. It's all good. Let's move away from this joint. Let's move away from this. I don't think Foxy cares about Call of Duty, do you? The next one's coming in June.
Man, I haven't cared about Call of Duty since Call of Duty cared about Call of Duty.
There you go. Let's get into highlights. Let's get into a highlight here. So, PS5 dev kit, 13 teraflop GPU. Rumor. It's a rumor. But according to this rumor, this is courtesy of a guy by the name of Benji Sales. He posted on Twitter, and I guess that tweet was removed, or maybe it's still up there. But it says it's looking like the PS5 kit is running at nearly 13 teraflops, pairing with the Zen 2 processor, and hopefully a ton of ultra-fast RAM, and it's a beast. Next-gen games from Naughty Dog, Gorilla, and Santa Monica, and Sonic, etc. are going to look absurd. So that's what you had to say.
You know my problem? You know my only problem with Mr. Benji Sal's tweet?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this guy. I remember the name, though, because I reported this same news in my last video, so the name rings a bell, but I never heard of him before I did that video yesterday. But here's the thing. My problem with his tweet is he's embellished it. The only new thing in there is the 13 T-flops. Everything else we knew already. We know the studio's going to do good games. We know about Zen 2. We know about fast RAM. That's nothing new. There's only one line in there, or the rest is all fluff. So that makes me think, why did he want to bolster the tweet with extras? Surely the 13 T-flops would have been enough to carry the tweet because it's fresh, isn't it? Yeah. So something tells me there's something fishy about that tweet. Because
he's that last guy who leaked it. Remember, he put all the specs in the Xbox favor, and he was just belittling everything that we were
right. There's too much reinforcement in his tweet around things we already know. When the highlight should be the 13 T-flops development kit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean he's lying. That just means I'm super paranoid and you can't get one over on me. That's all that means. He might be being honest. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I always look at the between the lines. I always say if there's too much detail, right, spludged over one new thing, that tells me that the person is trying to reinforce something for you to believe in. And that should be, if it's true, that rumor, it should be believable in itself that it's 13 T-flop dev kit. I mean, it's not out of the world of possibilities, in the realms of possibility. I mean, 13 T-flops of a dev kit isn't very high, if you ask me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Well, let's see here. We know for a fact that we know what Mark certainly said in the past, right? He already confirmed that we're going to get a faster SSD, a super fast SSD, so load times are not going to be a problem. We know the games are definitely in development. Sony's working on games, so I guess we just take it for what it is and just move forward until we get the actual legit full hardware spec sheet.
Yeah,
But if it's 13 T-flop though, that all but means that the PS5 will not be 13 T-flop, because they're not gonna have a dev kit that's exactly the same power as the retail kit, because when it comes to debugging, they're gonna run into problems. It has to have more power than the retail unit in terms of memory allocation. Double the memory for a start.
So you think 11 with this leak, maybe 11, because
11.
Well, that's assuming the leak is true though. I can't base it on a rumor. All I can tell you is I know the specs I know of for the PS5. All I can tell you is 11.6 T-flops. That's not the spec, the exact spec, but that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So either side of 11.6, whether it's 11 or it's 12, is irrelevant. It's that ballpark, around that figure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you the T-flops here and now outright. That would be one, very selfish. I mean, where's the excitement when they announce it? If someone tells you already, right? And two, I can't tell you. I wouldn't be allowed. I'm not permitted to.
You're embargo, what you saying?
No, I'm not an embargo. I haven't signed nothing.
But
legally, I can say whatever I want legally, but that it just means someone else is in big shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I ain't saying nothing. I can say what I like, but I'm a man of honor.
Let's see here.
If I say to you that I'm not going to say something, I won't say it.
All right. Fair enough indeed. Let's see here. So the last time I checked, all they had to do was be 10, right? Wasn't that what Google Stadia was running at? 10 teraflops?
It's gonna be more than that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be more than 10.7, man.
Yeah, so they gotta be 10. They gotta be 10. So that's the goal.
But I think this is an early dev kit anyway. If let's say it's true for a moment, okay? Let's put some credit. Let's give this guy some credence for a minute, right? Let's say it is at the moment 13 T-flops. There's nothing to say that in 6 months it won't be 15 T-flop or 16. The dev kit. I'm talking about the dev kit.
Okay.
Me too.
Do you know what I mean? They might, who knows? Like, this is not final development kit. Even though the spec is final in terms of the silicon, tuning it is not final, because they can optimize now, tune, set frequencies, keep the heating in an acceptable level for the form factor. Like, it's all about tuning now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fine tuning.
Yeah.
So you can still squeeze more performance, even though you've got your set silicon. You can still tailor and squeeze for more performance.
Okay. What was this that filled? Oh yeah, it was this that went on the internet too. The secret sauce. Now, what do we hear? Now, I know everybody was dying laughing with this because I lost myself.
Who did that? Who said?
What are we making a Big Mac now?
No, it was the the CEO, I think, of AMD said the PS5 has secret sauce. Now, immediately, I was thinking Xbox One X, because that's what we got with the Xbox One X. It's on the secret sauce. I'm like, guys, can we just settle it down for a second? Can we just wait?
It's just
but didn't that come from
Lisa.
Yeah,
Sue.
it came from her. It came from her.
Yeah, well, then it's valid. It's valid. It didn't
Yeah.
come out of the grapevine. This came from the person who knows what they're talking about. So
Yeah, I know that.
it can't be compared to Xbox because the secret source was some unicorn. You know what I'm saying? But this is actually coming from Lisa Sue. So she says there's something special that Sony's getting. She's not saying it's real secret source, like technically it's going to do wonders beyond what we already propose it will do. What they mean is the secret source she means is it's going to have something that the other console won't have.
Yeah,
that's all she means.
They said they had an exclusive deal with Sony, so I mean it's not hard to piece that together.
It's going to have a feature that the Xbox systems won't have.
Mm-hmm.
So the PS5 is going to do something much better, no matter how powerful Anaconda is.
Mm-hmm.
Something that the PS5 is dedicated to do, it will do that aspect better.
Maybe an upgraded version of VegaTech. You never know. Maybe something like that.
Well, not if it's going to be Navi. I personally, I
think the secret source is tied to ray tracing,
and I think it's Rapid Pac Man. I just think they're implementing a different version of Rapid Pac Man, which is something that they already employed into the Pro, which is Vega based, but the Navi based architecture for RPM is faster. And this is what I've said before, is that the new Xbox, which I was told today what pretty much it was going to almost have in it, and the PlayStation are going to do the exact same things. They're going to both do the exact same things. They'll just do it differently. If Foxy goes to Subway via the motorcycle and I go via the car, we're going to both get there. We may get there different times, but we're both going to get there. And each console will get to where it needs to go via a different route. That's it. That's
I see your analogy, but there's a big flaw there. You see, the car's going to carry more passengers than the bike.
That's true. You were right about that. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. It's just they're going to both do
There'll be 4 times the capacity for the car than the bike. So
you're right about that, brother.
The car's going to be the powerful one.
Yeah, and you can hold. I guess we can put some kegs back there in that car. Can't do that on the bike.
Look. If anyone in Sony's marketing had said secret source, I'd be laughing them out of town. But because it came from the person who's behind designing the chips, Lisa Sue is the CEO.
Yep.
So and I still think it's funny. They're calling something secret sauce.
But if it was coming from if it was Aaron Greenberg that said it, or someone from the Sony marketing department that said it, I'd be laughing them out of town. I said, well, of course you're going to say that. It's your job to hype this thing up, isn't it? But it's coming from someone who has no vested interest other than making money and Sony being their client.
Yeah. Well, I do think it's scary.
I mean, don't forget the pickles, mayo, lettuce, tomato, everything that is included with the secret sauce.
I just think if you're in the console warring, I mean, that is scary to think that PlayStation is. I've told people that there's a good chance that the PS5 is going to be more powerful.
Do you know why people mock? Do you know why?
Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. I'm not.
Do you know why people mock the term secret sauce? I'll tell you why. because, like I said, no, it's only funny because Microsoft's Xbox made a mockery of the terminology. Because had Microsoft delivered the secret sauce they said they would with the DX12 and all that shit, people wouldn't be laughing at the term secret sauces because it failed so miserably hard, like an athlete that only has broken legs and broken arms, right? Like that's why people ridicule it, because it's associated with a box that didn't deliver. But that doesn't mean secret sauce in itself, the phrase, is a laughable prospect. It's not. Secret sauce, if you break it down, it means you don't know what it is, and it's going to be something that the other team doesn't have.
Yeah, true. It's really interesting, looking at the competition. Remember, it went from the secret sauce was extra cores, then the secret sauce was
and that's all associated with Xbox, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
extra cores.
So when people, but problem is, I don't know why the community is laughing when it's said on Sony side, because we've never hyped up a system and it failed miserably in terms of what they said they would deliver, Xbox has. So I don't know why people would laugh on I'm not defending Sony or AMD or the word itself, but I'm thinking, why are people attributing the failure of Xbox to the PS5, and it hasn't even come out yet. Why laugh now?
Well, no, I don't think it's people think it's gonna fail. I just think it's funny calling it secret sauce because that's what they called Rapid Pack Math, and they said Mark Cerny was a liar. And then they being AMD came out.
It's a lie though, isn't it? Because Rapid Pack Math was on the PC way before. It's
Well,
not secret. It's not. It's hardly a secret.
Yeah, but they didn't think it worked. Yeah, they didn't think it was going to work because their games were not. It's kind of like, all right, have you seen PlayStation's exclusive games? If you don't think they're deploying Rapid Pack Math into those games, you're nuts. That's why they look better than your 6.1 T.
You know what? People that you know the people that laugh. The people that laugh are uneducated.
Well, that's true.
No, not in general, just in that field. Like they don't know what they're laughing because they don't know what Rapid Pack Math even does. They don't know how the half floats work. They don't know in what conditions it would be used. Like it's not going to build the game. Like they'll do 16-bit floats for things like physics and smaller background stuff to free up processing. Like people don't understand that. They think, oh, it's suddenly going to make 4K, 8K, or 8K, 16K. Oh, I don't believe that. You're not fooling me. I wasn't born yesterday. Well, yes, he was born yesterday. I'm afraid he was born yesterday.
I mean, at the same time, like you gotta understand, these individuals, they go with the flow. They go with what's
that makes them cheap, isn't it? Cheap.
The joke and the pun of everything that is going on. Quite frankly, look at the titles, as everybody's been saying. Look at the titles and the way they have been rendering these past couple of years. Uncharted 4, crazy looking game. Infamous Second Son, ridiculously detailed when it first came out. Even Killzone Shadowfall was crazily detailed. These are things that people have to look before they start talking. On the Xbox side, yes, you have a 6 teraflop beast of a machine, but it's barely delivering on content and actual games. Like it doesn't really have. It only has 2 titles.
It's not. But we can't blame the Xbox fans for that though. That's Microsoft who misled them. Microsoft made promises and didn't keep them.
You only got like 2 games that I believe that are actually great and are good looking games for the Xbox, and they happen to be racing games, not even open world games, not even first person shooters. Racing games, which are Forza Motorsport 7 and Forza Horizon.
Well, I mean, which gonna look.
Those are the only 2 titles.
Their first party games are 4K. Where they're getting throttled is they're getting a lot of fake 4K. Those are their words, not mine. Dynamic 4K games, and they think. I mean, they think that because at some point,
half of the people laughing about fake 4K, they don't even own a 4K TV.
I agree. Yeah, most of us don't. You know,
they're still playing on 720p and they're laughing.
Yeah, they're laughing. So yeah, it's just that. Like I said, they're gonna really be hurting. They're gonna really be hurting.
It's like somebody who drives a junker is laughing at. It's like someone who drives a banged out junker of a car, that barely can go over 50 miles per hour, laughing at someone in like I don't know, a Prius or something that can do 120 miles an hour. Like, who's laughing? Like, come on now. Look who's laughing though. People who don't even own 4K TVs are laughing the loudest.
Yeah. I mean, there is a difference in the 4K thing, but I've always thought that the secret sauce thing. I love it because when you see a multi-billion-dollar, million-dollar CEO run of a company call something secret sauce, I started laughing.
It's hilarious.
I mean, that's funny to me. I mean, because it's why you gotta call it that? You know,
because they invented the word. That's why it's an industry word. It doesn't belong to the game community. It's a word that's been used in business forever.
I mean, look at McDonald's, man. McDonald's has the greatest secret sauce on a burger on the planet.
No, they don't. That's just $1,000 dressing.
No. Let me tell you something. It's not listen. What's in McDonald's ain't no secret. It's called cancer. So don't worry about it.
Whatever they do with it.
You said $1,000 dressing. Damn.
Yeah. But no,
I mean, technically, that's what it is. That's not a salad dressing. You could actually do that in your house on your own. Doesn't really take that much effort.
On a burger though.
$1,000 dog.
Yeah, that thousand. Hey, let me tell you, the Thousand Island dressing on turkey burgers, especially ground turkey meat, and you put that on the grill and you just cook it just right. Oh,
it's like someone asking, "What's the secret sauce in shit?" It's called stank. That's the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they just have to do a. I thought it was funny because what made it funny is I don't know if you all watch CNBC. You know how they had that crawl for the stocks that came up on the crawl. It said CEO AMD says Sony to have secret sauce and new console. I mean that was on the screen. Yeah, I that's I'm like, are you kidding me? They actually picked this up and they ran with it. So
you know what's tiring?
Well,
Craig,
to me, go ahead, Foxy. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you. Do you know what's tiring, Craig? It's that it's all so predictable, isn't it?
Yeah,
you look at everybody's tweet. It's the same tweet as the last one you just saw. Like, you look at all the videos on YouTube. It's the same title. Big news, great news, amazing news, mega news. Oh, it's all the same, man. It just makes me sick. I mean, every video I see now, it's like it's written by the same retarded 5-year-old.
Game changer.
Well, yeah, I need to
Megaton
on how to put that in my background. I want to put stuff in my background like Megaton. I mean, the old secret sauce saying, why don't you just come out and say the PlayStation?
Is that when they use Megaton and then you go to the source and they're talking about box art?
Well, that's true, but I just want it in my background something that says Megaton.
You're using the
incredible news.
They use Megaton.
Fantastic news. Awesome news.
They use
amazing news
like this, and then when you go and watch, you go and watch it, right? You go to the source. They're talking about minuscule stuff. I'm talking the damn cup holder.
You know what? To be honest, it's all gas.
A cup holder,
bro. It's like they make a 20-minute video. And what they tell you can be said in 30 seconds. It's all gas.
Exactly. Did they put down to like 17 other videos? Like, what is going on here?
It's all gas, bro. Gas. And it's okay if you're referring to an article. That's different because you want the devil in the detail and you want to elaborate on it. Yeah, that takes time because articles take a while to read and then give your opinion on the article, right? So that's what I call a worthy video. But when someone just gets one little rumor and then builds a 20-minute video around it, I have to laugh my ass off. And it's not even their rumor. It didn't even come from their source. It's something they seen floating around on N4G. And if you know what, I can capitalize on this.
They got
that's exactly what happened last week, though. That's exactly what happened when Mark Cerny released the preliminary stuff that they were looking to do.
Yeah, but that's different. That's real.
Well, wait a minute. But the very next day, somebody had that fake stuff online, and there were people in the Xbox community. They went full bore saying that this stuff was real, and we have guarantees now that it's going to be more powerful than the PlayStation. I'm like, man, look, I hate to bust you all's nut, but that's not what I've been told by two people. That ain't gonna happen. That PlayStation
and not only that, the big dog himself, the one, the only.
Oh,
Phil Spencer has not even come out
big
to
dog.
say.
Every time you say big dog, I think of Roman Reigns, and that's no. I don't want Oh God!
I mean, can you imagine if that's real? What if the secret sauce is that their shit's going to be more powerful? I mean, can you imagine the next day, like the people jumping off of bridges and trying to slit their throats with plastic knives because they're full retard.
Oh man, it's degrading, man. It's quite depressing. If you are a gamer and all you care about is having fun in gaming, all of this backwards, just jibber jabber bickering, it's just depressing.
Let's just call it bullshit. Let's just call it bullshit.
It's funny to me, yeah. But you all got to understand, this is a Friday, so you're looking for your stocks to move and stuff like that. And when you see something on the scroll that says "secret sauce," that is funny shit. You're looking at it like, did that just say "secret sauce"?
I think for the rest of the podcast, I'm just gonna keep on saying "secret sauce."
I mean, that's funny.
I got to shout out Tony. Shout out Tony Polanco. He had me dead on Twitter when he was talking about secret sauce.
That shit was funny.
Yeah,
the secret sauce. I'm gonna tell you something, right? For me, from my perspective and my experiences with gaming, most of the times when they say secret sauce, is either a rendering technique or something that's going to be beneficial to the performance of the system. That's all I can infer from this whole situation. That
it's
people are
tied,
taking
it's
it
tied
out
to
of,
ray tracing, man.
yeah, like
It's so
it's
obvious. It's
gonna
gonna
be
be an
it's gonna be
extra.
something.
It's gonna be an extra resource allocated for ray tracing. It's so obvious. What else would it be for? What's the most
Yeah.
hardware intensive new thing coming out next gen? Ray tracing.
Ray tracing, and it's been proven. Like even till now, there's still some problems with ray tracing on Nvidia side. You don't have it fully enabled yet for certain games, so it's taking them. It's going to take quite some time for people to actually to master the technique.
Well, on the video,
I want to see how they do this too, though. Remember, enhanced titles, PS5, for getting those. If you bought a lot of digital games on PS4, they got to make sure those games transfer over to your PS5.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the store. You just go and download the game from your library. It's gonna be the same way you get your PS4 games. You go to your library and just re-download it. It's the same thing on PS5.
Yeah, so a lot of things they got.
It's a shame that PS3 games will not run on the PS5 though.
Yeah.
Still need PlayStation Now for that, or your original PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I said that. Like, that was the main thing they're gonna continue to do was PlayStation Now, because that architecture is too expensive for them to go back.
I think why bother, man? It's the second generation out. Why spend all your resources adding on to the cost of the console development, trying to get the cell processors to be compatible? Why bother?
Yeah.
Like, who do you think they're gonna pass that on to? It's gonna be you, the consumer, who's gonna have to pay for that R&D.
Actually, that's a good question for the chat. Would you guys even take advantage of backwards compatibility if they had PS3 games on the PS5? Would you guys?
Yeah, because Metal Gear Solid 4, isn't it? Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 would be about the only.
Oh yeah, that would be. Forgot about Metal Gear Solid.
And the old Mass Effect games.
Yeah, which I'm playing now on PC. That's a good point.
I mean, I would use it, but at the same time, since I still own my hardware, I wouldn't see much of a benefit from it. So it's
I still got my PS3. I still got a PS2.
I'm not.
Mine is in storage.
God damn, Ryan.
I got all the PlayStations.
No, I don't have no room. I told you I had no room. I had to put.
No, listen, I got all the PlayStations. I got a PS2 that plays PS1 games. All right. I got a PS3 that plays PS1 games. I've got a PS4 that plays PS4 games. I got a PS4 Pro. So the only one I haven't got is a PlayStation 1. That's because the others play it.
Yeah, I still got my old PS1. Like, it's still there. It's just I really don't see too much the big outcry for backwards compatibility. Only if you're a person that sold your old hardware to buy the newer hardware, then yes, it's a feature that is going to benefit you in the long run. But for a person that still has the hardware to utilize it, it's not going to be that much of a main concern. People with the older hardware are just looking for newer games and things to wow them for next generation.
I think people more care that they know they've got it on there rather than use it. It's like it's something you just happy that you know it's there, and you probably might not use it much, but you still want it though.
Yeah, I mean,
because it somehow completes the console. Like there's a legacy of completed there, right? You always want something you want something more when you can't have it.
True. I mean, not too long ago, I was playing Ridge Racer 7 on my PS3, and I was having a dandy old time. I didn't need to, do anything else. Just pop in the disc, turn the system on, and hey, let's go.
I'll be honest with you. The only reason why I don't play on my PS3 much is because I can't. It's just after using a PS4 Pro, it's just such a slow. Everything's just so slow.
The UI is just so.
It's just so slow, man. Even to turn it on, it's just slow. The boot up sequence feels slow. Just going through the menus feels slow. Everything just feels like I feel like I've gone back in time. Like it's like Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I've gone back to it's like damn. It's like gaming was hot in the. It's like gaming was hot in the 70s or something. That's how slow it goes.
we had good times on the PS3 though. We gotta give props. We had good times.
Yeah, but when you go back now and you have to upload, you have to download all these patches, and you have to sit there for hours to install a game. You realize this PS4 has spoiled everybody, right? Because you realize what you went through during the PS3 era of downloading, and then after you had to wait for the download, you still had to wait just as long for it to install. Who wants to go back to that?
Nobody. The only good thing I was
die in front of your console, man. Like, so you die in front of your console like you live in South Korea.
The only benefit I would say about going back to PS3, for those who still have it, would be the fact that you don't have to pay for a PS Plus to enjoy it online. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, you know what games I miss the most on the PS3?
What's up?
It's a very simple game, MotorStorm.
MotorStorm?
Oh yeah,
the first one, not the second and third one. I like
that first one was fire. Yeah. It was fun just doing crazy jumps,
Those jumps were thrilling. That was a thrilling game, especially when you were on a bike and you went up the highest ramp on the map, because you had 3 different paths you could have took through the course.
Oh,
we have somebody that we have not seen in a while.
We got a legend in the chat. What is going on? My brother J-Wax 412. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
J-Wax.
Good to see you,
I got a bone to pick with you, J-Wax. You got to reload your video, the I Love Trash video. Just reload it. I mean, I still get up in the morning thinking about that shit. So how funny that was. This upload. I mean, if you get flags, you get flags. It's worth every penny, of what's happening. It was great. Upload that, my brother, please. I'm asking as a fan of yours.
If I remember correctly, we did that on the RGT one time, and then the actual podcast got taken down by Sesame Street. They they claimed the entire stream because we kept playing that damn song. We were just having fun.
Screw you, Sesame Street. Screw you.
Or send it to one of us, and we'll keep putting it up on Twitter.
You know what? How many PlayStations do you think they're gonna make? Here's a clue: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
They're gonna make
I don't know. I think we probably won't even be here when they reach number 11 or even 13.
I'll be dead, man. I'll be like Elvis, boy.
But I know my great grandkids are going to be enjoying gaming. So
in the future, PlayStation will be.
Listen, when I'm dead, I don't give a fuck who's enjoying what. I'm sleeping, the long one. Don't disturb me.
Get a long dirt now.
Don't disturb me. I earned this motherfucker. I woke up every day and put the hours in to pay the man. Now I can rest finally.
What's up?
Don't wake me up. Don't resurrect me. Don't even make me a saint. Just leave me to sleep.
Shout out to Geico. What's up, brother? Hey, J-Wax, you want a link? I see your link, brother. It's been too long, man. Been too long. But a lot going on, man. Good memories on PS3 for sure.
I tell you what, though, if it is possible to come back as a ghost, I'm gonna haunt some motherfuckers, boy.
Oh shit.
Oh man, there's some people that you couldn't get them in life, but in death.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure they never have a good night's sleep.
You don't call it paranormal activity, but
they never get an erection again, boy. Never. I'll pose a guy's fat ass.
It'd be like Unfriended, but fucking with a PlayStation. There you go.
Yeah, man. I'm joking. I won't want to be a ghost. That means I'm not rested.
Nah, man.
I'm just saying, if I didn't have a choice, if I was so bad, I was punished to be a ghost. Man, I just take it out on the living.
I don't know, man. We kind of already got a contest. What you'll do if the world turned into Days Gone? Yeah, I remember that stream. This man's gonna result to cannibalism. So,
if I was a ghost, I'd visit every Xbox gamer.
Oh Jesus!
I'm already joking.
And just torment them.
I'm joking. Xbox is such an easy target, isn't it? If you want to just fire a shot, all you have to say is Xbox. It's such an easy target. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh God. Let's move on. Y'all silly. Borderlands 3. has some drama around it.
Look, Pablo said, "Why would you stop their erection? Because they seen a ghost.
Oh shit!
Once you see a ghost, you ain't never hard again.
Nah, bro, you gonna have nightmares.
You're gonna be soft for the rest of your days, boy."
Oh Lord. Let's see here. Claptrap wish that. So, according to this, the actor who plays Claptrap is not going to return to Borderlands 3, saying they can't afford him. Basically, they won't pay him what he's owed. For the game.
No.
Come on,
more
man.
politics in the business.
Owed.
So there's some gangsters in the games industry, right? Not paying people.
I want my money. I want everything.
Yeah.
Just so that, you know, in Hollywood they got star whackers. You know that? Have you heard of that? Star whackers, like people just mysteriously die from overdoses in hotels. They're called, like, people say there are star whackers. They take you out. Like, can you imagine developers had developer whackers? So this guy, this Claptrap guy, who's owed money, boy, if he makes too much noise, they might just pay him a visit. It's cheaper to get rid of you. Think about it. If you owe someone millions, right?
Yeah.
It's just cheaper to get rid of them, isn't it?
Yeah, they ain't gonna stop to that money.
A lot of these rappers are gone because it was cheaper to get rid of them than to pay them.
Yeah, and they were dumb.
And you make money on their death. Because they die, their record sales go way up.
Yeah, that is true. And then they can't rap. They got somebody talking about cause she hold me down every time I hit her up. I mean, that's you deserve. I mean, you deserve what you get.
I don't even listen to today's fucking like modern rap like that. Especially after I saw that show on World Star when one of these dudes was like getting beaten in his house.
What's the rap about now? Niggas talking people in a my no
context shit no more. Like that one.
I don't know what they say. They sound like they're on slurp. It's like they're all high on medication.
I remember that one song that went like viral and nobody gave a shit. Like everybody was confused, but it was like gold all in my chain. Like gold all. I'm like, what? Some
of it's good though. Don't get me wrong. There's one or two of these tracks that I like these days. You know, every once in a while a track comes out that I like, but most of it's garbage though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm from the old school of hip hop, boy. Yeah. I'm from Mobb Deep era. I'm from the Nas era, man.
Yeah, that hard shit.
I'm from that New York, that Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Queensbridge. I'm about all that kind of. I like New York rap. I like New York rap.
Yeah. No, that's crazy because we were talking about that when we saw the Mortal Kombat trailer. Remember that shit? They were bringing back the old school classic feel with the music. Yeah. I was like, they going all out with this. Why the hell did that game had to just disappoint us right now? Why did NetherRealm do this? What the fucking game?
I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I downloaded it.
$6,000. That's an estimate, by the way. $6,000.
The locks, man. The locks. Not Jay-Z. The locks. I like Jada Kiss and them guy there. Styles P. That's who I like.
Oh shit.
Lyricist. I like Mos Def, the old Mos Def, not the new Mos Def, the old one.
Yeah.
No, you going old school. I got you.
Redman, all of them. Eric Sermon. Listen, I can go back. Eric Sermon days, EPMD. Listen, I'm old school, man. I like 90s hip hop.
Yeah, EPMD.
So we could agree then Pete Rock and CS.
Of course.
Oh yeah,
man.
Pete Rock.
I get physical.
Yeah.
Don't scandalize, man.
Oh God. All right, let's get to this last topic I got. Not a lot happening. To answer your question, Pablo the Third. Yeah, I did. I reviewed Days Gone. It's on the channel. You want to check it out? Go check it out. It's on the channel. Everybody who missed it, I appreciate everybody who checked it out early though, but it's on the channel. Let's get into this final topic for tonight. Hit that like button, people. If you guys enjoyed the show. Let's get into this. So this is for GTA 6. If I can fucking find it. What the hell is my? I hate when I do that. Oh, I'm like, oh yeah, we got the last top, and I fucking lose the damn shit. All right, here we go.
I do that all the time.
According to this, so it was leaked. There was another leak, and it's for GTA 6. All right. According to this individual, before this actual post was taken down on Pastebin, GTA 6 will put players in the shoes of a character who's making his way to the top of the drug industry, and he's basically trying to become the top in-game drug lord. The character will do all sorts of things and take on all sorts of odd jobs, such as small-time thefts, until he eventually joins a famous gang based in Vice City. Once he becomes a member of that gang, he will be tasked to oversee the drug businesses in Liberty City. If he does things correctly, he will soon become Vice City's top drug lord. Aside from featuring iconic locations like Vice City and Liberty City, the game will also feature a vast stretch of highways in Bain County, like countrysides in the middle of it all. The leak alleged it will also feature some kind of timed error between the missions with flashbacks. So basically, you guys remember in GTA 5 when Michael was thinking about his past, you guys saw what happened with him and Trevor when they broke into the
bank.
And everything went to hell. Yeah, he's thinking about that as well. So it'll have things of that nature as well. So
I love it. If that's real, we're going back to Vice City.
Yeah,
I was kind of a fan of Grand Theft Auto, but when I got to that Vice City and the musical soundtrack, I was hooked. So yeah, bring that back. And that's if it's true. I mean, I guess what does one famous YouTuber say? Take it with a grain of salt. So yeah, I mean, but I would love that to be able to go back and forth between Liberty and Vice City. I think that's cool as hell.
Great. I'll tell you what, mentioning the soundtrack, right? You know, Grand Theft Auto 5, when I used to play online, I've got the entire Vice City soundtrack on USB. I used to play it I used to turn the music off on Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and I used to put my USB in my PS4 and play. I used to play the entire soundtrack. You remember that guy? He had the deep. What's it? I think he was Hispanic. He used to sound like. He used to play like love music. He used to go, "Oh, cinco, cinco."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, him.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, man, I love that. That's the best GTA soundtrack, I think.
Yeah. He said his girlfriend walked in on him and called him with another girl. He said, "Honey, it was a snake and it didn't bit me. She was just trying to suck out the blood."
All those 80s tunes, man. Them classic 80s music, boy.
Yeah, they going crazy with that one because if I remember correctly, wasn't they talking about trying to add even more realistic elements to GTA like gas and whatnot? Wasn't like a rumor going around they were looking?
Yeah, and they still might because it seems to be fairly popular with Days Gone. So it's just something that they write down. Well, they write it down when you're brainstorming. How can we make this game different than the other ones? Well, let's add the fact that you will have to buy gas. It'll just be something like that.
Yeah. Like one area, like they'll try to make it super realistic. Like, yeah, gas prices are fucking high over here.
They could do that, but I love because my favorite mission in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is when you had to take the jet plane back to Liberty City and do that hit at the bistro. They looked like shit. I mean, because they had to really downgrade it so you could do that mission. But I love that mission, them flying back and if they do that and do fast travel and countryside travel and all that kind of stuff, I'm there. That'd be a midnight release, which I swore I would never do again, but I would do a midnight release on that.
I tell you what, I would just like a remake of Vice City. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, Vice City would be fine, or
remade with up-to-date graphics, you know, because if you think about it, if you look at the storyline of Vice City, it's a mixture of Carlito's Way. It's got so many movies in it, like The Lawyer for a start. That's Sean Penn.
Yeah,
good point.
From Carlito's Way, you know, that crazy lawyer that kept, you know, getting people in trouble in the movie. Like that's directly taken out of that movie. I loved it when Rockstar based the game on like classic movies that you knew. They kind of went off and done an original story with Grand Theft Auto 5, which was a good story. I still enjoyed Grand Theft, but I preferred when they kind of harkened back to the classic gangster movies that we enjoyed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was some. Yeah,
Scarface.
You
know, like Scarface. It was Scarface, innit? It was Carlito's Way, Scarface, all rolled up into one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And ironically, they made a Scarface game. You guys remember that?
Oh, it was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was straight trash. But the mansion in Grand Theft Auto Vice City that you take over, that's a direct copy from the one from Scarface.
Yeah.
Even the last fight scene where you kill the final boss, not Lance Vance, when you go back in, that's the hallway that Tony Montana was killed. It's the exact replica. They put it into that game.
Who remembers in San Andreas, you had to like get inside Mad Dog's mansion and get his rhyme book?
Oh yeah, remember they were playing that suck game? Yeah, they were playing that suck video game. And
I liked San Andreas, but the only thing I didn't like about it was the gangs used to keep invading your territory. That got on my nerves after a while.
Yeah,
that was the one thing I didn't like much. I liked everything else apart from that, because you had to keep going from one side of town and come all the way back to your hood to defend your hood, and it just kept interrupting the flow. Like I'd be on my way to do something else, and then after you get called back to kill a few men just to go drive all the way back to the other side of the map again.
Yeah, Mad Dog was played by Ice-T. Yeah, he's played by Ice-T.
He's played by Ice-T, and Tenpenny was played by Samuel Jackson. They had a crazy cast for San Andreas, like a perfect cast for it. Perfect cast.
Yeah. Well, Vice City, they had Burt Reynolds was playing the guy that was showing you the properties
on the
that was him. Dennis whatchamacallit was playing the movie director. So
they spent more money on the talent back then, didn't they? Because if you look at the actors they've got now. Yeah, like all the actors from Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, they're no unknown people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They actually had a few cool surprises in Grand Theft Auto 4. You guys remember Cat Williams when he was doing that
the stand up? Yeah,
he was doing the stand up. They actually incorporated that in the game. If you go,
that's the only famous people you had: Ricky Gervais and Cat Williams. That was it. But the characters' voiceovers, like in the game, in the story, like you had Ray Liotta. In Vice City, you had all of these big names. Tom, what was his name? That guy, Tom something. But you had a lot of people.
Tom Sizemore.
Yeah, Tom Sizemore. You had a lot of people in Hollywood doing the voices. Samuel Jackson was Officer Tenpenny. Remember that?
Yeah.
One of the best characters.
And like they got rid of all that and tried to get unknown actors. All right, they made Trevor's iconic, so Trevor could be in any game. Like, but remember, even Phil Collins was in Vice City. The singer Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil Collins was in there. Yeah, Jenna Jameson was in Vice City playing Candy Star.
Yeah, they spent so much money on the actors them days that, that because the graphics weren't great. If you look back now, the graphics are awful. But it was the scripts that carried it and the gameplay.
Well, they can't convert it from 4.3 to where we 16.9. They can't do that. And it looks like at least Vice City. I never downloaded San Andreas, but Vice City does look like trash. The music though is it's just the drive around. So listen to that music, that soundtrack was it's still priceless. Yeah, good.
I don't think they've never made a game with a bad soundtrack. They've only got ones with just favorites.
Yeah,
they're all
Grand Theft Auto 4. This soundtrack wasn't that good.
No, I liked it because it had a lot of hip hop on it, man.
It did.
A lot of R&B, 90s R&B as well. I liked it, man.
They did have some it was R&B heavy, And Raymond Usher, he worked for Rockstar Games. He's the one that selected your music for Vice City and San Andreas. That was Usher, the guy that's all about heat. He picked out your songs. So they spent a lot of money on those soundtracks. So getting those
radio, the deal on the radio.
I think the Alchemist. Remember the Alchemist?
Yeah.
The Alchemist was in a lot of the original. I think it was Grand Theft Auto 3, Liberty City. The Alchemist had a lot of tracks on that soundtrack.
Yeah,
and they played a lot of the music from Scarface as well. Push it to the limit. Remember, all of that was in there. Hush, hush for the yo.
Yep.
Oh.
No, I enjoyed Grand Theft Auto 3. Once I finally beat it, I'm like, oh, then it interconnected into San Andreas and stuff like that. So
that's another thing stupid about today's world. Good point, Aloy. If you try to play Vice City, like you try to stream it, your shit will automatically get copyrighted in your stream.
Of course, all that music. You have to turn the music off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's stupid. I would rather, I guess the best way around that is to go through Twitch. You know, that's like the only way around
you know, any game with a licensed soundtrack's gonna have that problem.
Yeah, you're gonna get hit. It may
Even
take
if it's
longer,
one song, even The Last of Us, that guy that plays the instrument, Gustavo, whatever his name was, they were listen, hitting people with copyright claims left, right, and center.
Yeah.
So you literally had to turn the music off.
Yeah, Apollo the Third. You remember the Battle of the Gay Tony? Yeah, that was part of part of Grand Theft Auto 4. Yeah, that was great DLC. That was back when the Xbox 360 gave a rat's ass.
She's on fire. Remember that song? She's on fire, and she's going to
I got a porn with that song in it.
Oh God! Not like this, man. Not like this.
Oh man, push it to the limit.
They wasn't ready.
You don't know
they wasn't ready. They wasn't ready.
Oh God, I turned to karaoke Friday. Look at this shit.
Oh, rush for the yo. Oh.
God.
That was what's her name?
I can feel it.
What's her name? That's what's her Blondie, innit? Blondie. I swear that's Blondie. Deborah Harry.
Yeah.
She was hot when she was young. She's old now though.
Yeah, well, drugs.
Like 70 now. But we're back in the day, like in the 70s and 80s, she was a pinup.
Oh yeah.
They had Human Nature.
What's called the Lost DLC for GTA?
Yeah, Lost and Damned. Yeah, you killed that. That's what Trevor kills. Yeah,
the biker gang.
Yeah, Trevor kills that lead guy.
Yeah, that's the guy who Trevor like stomps his head in, right?
Yeah, he stomps his head. So
you keep on doing my girl, Trevor. What?
Walking your way down Baker Street. Remember that song? Walking your way down Baker Street. There's a lot of people remember that song?
That's Julian. Is that Julian Lennon? That's not Julian Lennon. That's George something. I can't think of his last name.
Jerry Rafferty.
Liberty City Stories. I like that soundtrack. That was dope.
Yeah, that was a good game. That's underrated. Liberty City Stories is very underrated, and so is Bison Stories.
With out of time. You're out of touch.
The loading screen music that we always got every time we boot up a GTA game. Which one had the best loading screen music? I'm gonna have to say that goes to GTA 4.
I'll go to Vice City because that song video killed the radio star. That's the first video ever.
That's not what you're doing. That's in the radio.
Someone wrote in the chat, I would still do Cyndi Lauper today. Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think you would, believe me.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, it had our Grand Theft Auto 4, it had an ominous tone, like something, because you were just a hired gun. You were a goon. And that you really never got to be anything else. And either your brother died or his wife or his fiance.
Cousin Roman.
Where my 40 at, Big Smoke?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 9, launch.
I did actually like the character Playboy in Grand Theft Auto 4. That was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Brucey. They had some memorable characters. Brucey in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Brucey's a straight up cornball, bro.
Dead, Brucey. I'm
just up, bro. We're manimals.
Whoa. Immediately. He headbutt the wall and regretted it immediately. He's like, "Come on, hit me the damn ribs. Just hit me the ribs. Oh, why'd you hit me so hard?" Like,
yeah, but it was cool. That was a cool game. The relationship between him and Nico and Roman, I thought that was very well fleshed out. So
yeah.
No, I wasn't big on Nico, to be honest. I didn't like the whole European aspect of the game. I didn't like it.
Well, yeah, and again, he was just hired muscle. He never aspired to. And he always wore the same type of clothing. That's what I liked about Grand Theft Auto 5 was and it made fun of the millennials. Thank God, because the millennials are fired. Worst group of people in the history of this planet. But it made fun of them so bad that I when I go back and play it now, I'm like, geez, yeah, they really did make fun of millennials. So, but yeah, it's a good game, great game. They'll come up with something. So they always do.
In the morning light, when you feel all right, I'm gonna run to you.
That's Brian
Yeah,
Adams.
I'm gonna run to you.
For somebody,
Yeah,
Christ,
I'm gonna
you
run to
never heard of
you.
Flock of Seagulls before Vice City. Really? That's a big hit
I'm a
song.
sister Christian, oh, the time has come.
Oh God.
You know what? The whole
Oh my God.
Invasion
soundtrack is
Fires
just
are
coming
literally
back to me, man. Like the soundtrack is firing up my cylinders, man. It's all coming back to me.
Nico was the funniest character. I'll tell you why. Every time you're in a gun battle, he would just say some random shit that was just stupid. This mother, I'll rip your fucking heart out. Shit, me dead.
Nico, I got the money, Nico. I lost it gambling. Oh, you stupid.
How did you actually die? I don't know. 33 something. Oh, you sick pig. What? You asked? Shit, me dead.
Roman. I got to tell you, cousin. What kind of shit?
Funny?
What kind of crazy shit do you do, cousin? Because I
You
cannot
want money? I got
even walk.
money. You want cars? I got cars. What you want from me, eh?
I want peace and rest, Roman. That's what I want. I want the American life.
Shut up, Yoko.
Yeah, great game. Yeah. Wow. Ooh,
Oh man, you could do a whole podcast on Grand Theft Auto. There's so much material there. You could have a one night,
Oh yeah,
a stand-up show. One night stand-up show. Just about Grand Theft Auto.
that too. And Jokes Guy Code. Yeah, bro. Mafia 3 low key has one of the best soundtracks.
Yeah, I remember when y'all
Yeah, it has actually
bowling or whatever. Like when you were dating Michelle in GTA 4.
Oh yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Video games. All you hear is Nico going, really fucking get done.
Well, that one dude, what was it called? He said he was gonna get a titty, or he smelled like titty. I mean, I still say that to this day.
Nah, or even better. Remember when you go to the pub bar with Roman and you get shit faced, and then the next thing you know, you just start coming out just crazily drunk.
Yeah,
and then you start walking around the street, and one time, like, it was so funny. I walked out of the pub with Roman, but I ended up getting wasted by oncoming traffic. That was, oh man.
Come on, back to the karaoke. We were running through the night.
Oh God.
Running through the midnight. Just you and I.
Oh man.
All right, guys. Let me say thank you guys.
You make me want to play Vice City now just to listen to the soundtrack.
I'm gonna play
they got on PS4 if you want to go rebuy it. It's on PS4.
No, I got it on MP3. I just have to play it like it's a.
You thought the song?
The songs.
Yeah, they got on there. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of the RGT podcast, episode 59. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button. Definitely, if you guys enjoyed the show. I will see you guys later on the week. Obviously, your boy got videos he got to upload for you guys. But we'll see you guys next week, as always, here on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys again for joining us. You guys be blessed. You have a good one. And go play some games. All right? We'll let everybody get their outros out. I'm going to shut it down. Go ahead, Craig.
All right, thanks for having me. I'm going to go get some sleep.
All righty. Go ahead, Carlos.
As always, man, gamer by choice, not by trend. And hopefully next week, 60 episodes, and you're going to have some fun. Good night.
All right. Mr. Fox, go ahead.
Sister Christian, know the time has come. Play games like corporations.
Oh, God, he dropped the mic, too. Okay.
Born on the bayou.
All right, we out of here, guys. We'll see you guys later. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. We shot it later.